Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the first video about math class. First, let me tell you that I'm very happy to have you here and to know that everybody's healthy and fine and secured at home. Let me tell you that today we're going to study about triangles. And this is the lesson that we will work on today. First, do not forget about writing the date and to write the title of the lesson. It's called Classifying Triangles. The lesson is 19.5 on page 524. First of all, let me tell you that we have 6 different ways to name a triangle. Now, these different ways to name a triangle are based on 2 different divisions about naming a triangle. So the first division, how to name a triangle, is by the length of their sides, which means that you need to measure the length of the sides of a triangle, and then based on that you need to give a name. The other division is by the measure of the angles, the internal angles of the triangle. So in this case, what means is that you need to analyze what angles make up the triangle. In this case, the different angles inside of the triangle, and then based on that, you need to name it. So now let's go through them. The first one is by the length of the sides. We have the first triangle. In this case, if you notice, we have a triangle in which side number 1 measured 2 centimeters, side number 2 measured 2 centimeters, and the third and last side of the triangle measure 2 centimeters too. So in this case, what happens is that we have 3 sides with the same measure. In this case, then we will call equilateral triangle. The word equilateral means equal sides. So that's why this triangle is called equilateral triangle. Going to the next one, we have this triangle in which the measures are 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters, and here we have 2 centimeters. Now in this case, we have only 2 measures with the same size, and we have a different one. So what happens? 3 and 3, 2. The name of these types of triangles is called isosceles. So an isosceles triangle has 2 equal length sides and one is different. For the third classification, the first division, we have a triangle with which measures are totally different. So here you can notice that the first measure is 4 centimeters, the second is 2 centimeters, and the third and last is 3 centimeters. So in this case, we have any of the measures with the same. So we call this type of triangles Escalene triangles. Reviewing them all, a triangles with 3 equal sides, equilateral triangle. A triangle with only 2 equal sides is called isosceles triangle. And number 3, a triangle with 0 equal sides, for example this, 4, 2, and 3 centimeters, is called an Escalene triangle. I hope you have it clear. Now, we move to the second division. We may be talking about the same triangles, but in this case, we need to switch our point of view. Now, the point of view here is not about the length, it's about the measure of the internal angles. Now, look at the first one. Here we have this triangle, and this triangle has one right angle, which measures 90 degrees, right? By the way, this was one of the lessons that you studied before. So then if you have at least one right angle, this triangle is called the same, right triangle. Going to the second, if you look at this red triangle I have here, angle number 1, number 2, and number 3 are all acute angles, which means that they measure less than 90 degrees. less than 90. It might be 89, it might be 79, or anything less than 90 is an acute angle. So then in this case, all of the three angles that make up these triangles are acute. So then those angles give the name of the triangle. The triangle is obviously called an acute triangle. And finally, we have the number 3. In this case, you notice it's a very funny triangle. It looks like weird, right? In this case, we have an obtuse angle. An obtuse angle measured more than 90 degrees. I repeat, the measures of the angles is a lesson that you studied a little before. So then if you need a little more information, you can go back in your book and check a little more about measuring angles. In this case, here we have an obtuse angle. In this case, obviously it measures more than 90. So then this angle gives the name of the triangle. This triangle is called an obtuse triangle because of that. Now reviewing the second division. If you have a 90 degrees angle in the triangle, is called right triangle. If you have 3 acute angles, that triangle is called acute triangle. And if you have 1 obtuse angle inside of the triangle, is obviously called an obtuse triangle. So as you can see, the 6 different names for triangles are very easy. Obviously, if you understand measuring angles. Based on that, I need you please to go to page 525 and solve exercises number 6, 7, 8. And then you jump to exercise number 12, 13, and 14. 6 exercises